was over. There would be no Security Council support for war. Tony Blair had lost the struggle that mattered most to him.
Blair was too optimistic, too naive, too idealistic, too self-confident. He believed he could become the bridge in his own right between Europe and America through the United Nations, while maintaining his standing as a credible future leader of Europe and bringing the British along with him. And he has failed on all three fronts. He has failed, if you like, heroically, but there is no question that anything that happens now is not what he wanted.
At this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military
Tonight, British servicemen and women are engaged from air, land and sea.
The war in Iraq finds the Americans and the British going it almost alone, with Europe and the other great powers on the sidelines. When the shooting stops, they will all be left to ponder the implications of the fractured new world this crisis has left behind.
I think it is the moment at which the American era will have said to come to a close. Not because American primacy eroded or disappeared overnight, but because American legitimacy was called into question. And that really will change the world, because American power could well be more resented than respected. It will find it harder and harder to find coalitions of the willing, because they will all be coalitions of the reluctant. And in that sense, America's ability to lead through moral leadership, its ability to project an image as a benign power, will be called into question.
The question of legitimacy for military action is now up in the air. Europeans and Americans need to adjust to the fact that they don't share the same perspective on international order and questions regarding the use of military force and the legitimacy for action. The big question that we all face is, how do we all adjust to the new situation of having a single power that is dominant in the world?
This report continues on Frontline's website, where you'll find background on Tony Blair's political career and an interview with his biographer.
Hold to the path that we've set out.
This is what the Iraq crisis has exposed.
An exchange between Robert Kagan and one of his most prominent critics, British journalist Will Hutton, on the U.S.-Europe divide. A web-exclusive discussion with prominent thinkers on why liberals are divided over Iraq. And find out on the website if this program will be shown again on your PBS station. Then join the discussion at pbsonline.pbs.org or write an email to frontline@pbs.org.